At the center of the story is a man named Ray. His life was already falling apart. His wife had left him because he couldn't hold a stable job and was unable to support his family. Their son resented him, while his young daughter still loved him deeply. After the separation, Ray was left to look after the kids alone. One day, while Ray was out getting food for his children, strange news began to appear on TV. His son heard reports of violent storms and earthquakes in multiple cities. When Ray returned, his son was gone. His daughter informed him that her brother had taken the car and left. Alarmed, Ray rushed outside to find him. Out in the streets, people were staring at the sky in disbelief. Suddenly, something massive crashed down into the city, kicking up thick smoke and heavy winds. Ray and his daughter witnessed the entire thing. Then, bolts of lightning began striking the ground repeatedly. Ray quickly pulled his daughter inside to take cover. After a while, the storm passed, but now all electrical systems had stopped. Working vehicles, lights, everything powered by electricity was dead. Eventually, Ray found his son and sent him home to protect his sister while he investigated the chaos. He followed a crowd gathered around a strange pit in the ground that felt unnaturally cold. But before long, the ground started to rumble. Buildings began to shake and collapse. People had no idea what was going on until the pit burst open and something massive emerged. A towering alien machine rose from the hole, covered in tentacles and armed with deadly weapons. It began vaporizing people with a laser beam. Anyone hit simply turned to dust. Panic erupted as people scattered in every direction trying to survive. Ray barely escaped and rushed back to his children, realizing how dangerous things had become. His children with him, hoping to find a safer place. As they drove, one of Ray's friends appeared and begged to join them. But before he could get in, the alien machine arrived and instantly killed him with its laser. Ray hit the gas and drove away as fast as he could. He brought his children to his wife's empty house, hoping to find refuge there. But she was gone. She had gone to her parents' place. Still, Ray stayed with the kids for the night, trying to keep them calm. He cooked for them, but they were too shaken to eat. After putting them to sleep, Ray stood guard with a gun in hand. In the middle of the night, loud noises woke him. The house had caught fire. He quickly grabbed his children and took them to a nearby store for shelter. The next morning, they woke to see a massive plane wreckage nearby, more destruction caused by the aliens. A news reporter explained the situation. The aliens had come using lightning as a portal and were now spreading across the planet. They were nearly invincible due to a special shield that protected them from all attacks. Even the military was helpless. Ray, terrified, left with his children once again. Taking an alternate route, they came across army troops heading toward the city. Curious, Ray followed, but what he saw next was horrifying. Entire areas had been reduced to rubble, and survivors were growing desperate. When they saw Ray's working car, they attacked, trying to seize it for escape. They begged him to get out of the vehicle. Each person desperate to save themselves and their loved ones, Ray pulled out his gun, but there were simply too many people attacking his car. He couldn't fight them all. Outside, everyone was fighting over the abandoned car, clearly terrified. Soon, a large group of survivors gathered, hoping to escape the city on a huge ship. Ray and his children joined them. Suddenly, his daughter looked up at the sky. All the birds were flying in the same direction, away from something. Then, a massive alien appeared. Everyone panicked and rushed onto the ship, thinking they were safe. But the aliens wouldn't give up that easily. A strange, sparkling light appeared in the water, and the aliens plunged in after them. They flipped the entire ship upside down, throwing everyone into the ocean. The aliens began killing people in the water. From a distance, they watched in horror as not a single person escaped the alien attack. As they left, Ray saw people's clothes falling from the sky. The aliens were turning them into smoke with their lasers. Ray and the other survivors eventually reached a place where the army was fighting the aliens. Electricity crackled everywhere. Ray's son wanted to help the soldiers, but Ray told him it wasn't his fight. His son didn't listen and ran off anyway. Amidst the chaos of the battle, with fires raging everywhere, Ray found a man who led him to a secret hiding place. The man offered him shelter, but warned that he had very little food and water. As Ray talked to the man, the hidden place suddenly started to shake. The aliens had found them. They were clearing the ground, making a space to stay. Ray was shocked to see this. The next morning, Ray saw a plant growing out of the wall. It was entirely made of blood. The aliens had broken through the roof. They came inside, using their long tentacles to search the house for humans. Ray, his daughter, and the man of the house hid. Ray hid with his daughter again. He grabbed his gun, wanting to shoot the aliens. Ray stopped him. "What are you doing?" Ray whispered. "This would be the dumbest thing you could do. If they even suspect we're here, they'll destroy this entire house." The man stopped stopped, and the aliens eventually left. The next morning, Ray and the man watched in horror as the aliens killed humans and drained their blood. They were using a gas from the blood to grow more plants that would soon destroy the whole world. The man panicked. He started digging a hole in his house, making an escape tunnel. Ray tried to stop him, explaining that the noise would attract the aliens, but the man wouldn't listen. Ray had no choice. He covered his daughter's eyes and killed the man. There was no other way to survive. Later that night, as Ray slept with his daughter, her eyes suddenly snapped open. An alien had found them. When he went outside to find her, he saw a huge alien holding her. It was going to use her blood to make more plants. Ray desperately wanted to save her. He drew the alien's attention to himself. The alien then grabbed Ray, trapping him with many other people it had captured inside its body. Ray was incredibly relieved to see his daughter was still alive. Suddenly, an alien tentacle began pulling Ray deeper inside, ready to kill him. The other trapped people tried to pull Ray back, trying to save him. But Ray had an idea. He had a few grenade bombs with him. When the alien pulled him fully inside, Ray placed the bomb within the alien. The bomb exploded, destroying the alien from the inside. All the people trapped inside were freed. Ray and the others made their way to another city. But here too, the war between the army and the aliens had caused massive destruction. Ray noticed that the blood plants the aliens had created were slowly dying. The army had also killed many aliens. Then, a truly enormous alien appeared, sending everyone running. Ray noticed that birds were landing on this alien. This meant it didn't have the same protective shield as the others. Ray quickly told the soldiers, "Attack it." The army fired huge rockets at the alien. They destroyed the last alien. As it exploded, a strange creature crawled out of it, but it died the moment it hit the ground. All the aliens on Earth were finally gone. Afterwards, Ray found his wife with his daughter. His wife was overjoyed to see their daughter alive. Ray's son was also there, and he hugged his dad. Everyone was incredibly happy and grateful that their family was safe. The deadly blood plants the aliens had made also withered and died. The story ends here.